The old survival rule of thumb says you can go 3 weeks without food. Water, about 3 days. Now walk into the average pantry and count. A case of bottled water is about 3 gallons. For a family of 4, that's not even 1 full day. We're the generation that drank straight from the garden hose and lived to tell about it. But the hose doesn't work when the water main breaks. Today, exactly how much water your household needs and how to store it without turning your basement into a bunker. In corporate disaster recovery, we have a term for something everything else depends on: a single point of failure. In your house, that's the water line. When the power goes out, you light candles and grumble. Water goes out or goes under a boil advisory, and within hours you can't drink, cook, wash your hands, or flush without a plan. And here's the part most households never think through. Following a disaster, clean drinking water may not be available. Your regular source can be cut off or contaminated. Water main breaks, hurricanes, deep freezes. Ask anyone who was in Texas in February 2021. The questions nobody asks until it's too late. How much do we actually need? What do we keep it in? Where? And for how long before it goes bad? 4 questions, 4 answers. Let's go. In business continuity, we never guess at capacity. We calculate it. Same here. The federal baseline from ready.gov and the CDC store at least 1 gallon of water per person per day for drinking and sanitation. Roughly half of that is drinking, half is cooking and hygiene. Minimum duration, 3 days, and try to store a 2-week supply if possible. Do the math out loud. Family of 4, 14 days, 56 gallons. Sounds like a lot. It's about the footprint of a nightstand. Now, adjust upward. Children, nursing mothers, and sick people may need more. And in very hot temperatures, water needs can double. Pets count too. Plan a gallon per pet per day as a simple rule. And one rule from FEMA that surprises people: never ration drinking water unless ordered to do so by authorities. Drink what you need today. Work the problem of tomorrow, tomorrow. Homework for this section: multiply your household head count, people and pets, by 14. Write that number down. That's your target. If a 56-gallon math problem is the most useful thing you've heard all week, the subscribe button is right there. 1 click, and I'll keep doing your disaster homework for you. 2 paths, both valid. Path 1, buy it. Unopened, commercially bottled water is the safest and most reliable source of water in an emergency. Observe the expiration date on store-bought water and rotate cases through normal use. Path 2, fill it yourself. Use FDA-approved food-grade water storage containers. You'll find them at surplus or camping supply stores. Before filling, wash the container with soap, rinse, then sanitize with a solution of 1 teaspoon of unscented liquid household bleach in 1 quart of water. Swish it over every interior surface and rinse. Fill with regular tap water. Municipal tap water is already treated. Then the rule everyone forgets: replace self-filled water every 6 months. One practical warning before you buy a giant barrel: water weighs about 8.3 pounds per gallon. A filled 5-gallon jug is over 40 pounds. Position containers where they'll live before you fill them. Homework: pick your path, cases, or containers, and buy week 1 of your supply this weekend. 20 years of auditing recovery plans taught me failures cluster in the same 3 places. Households are no different. Gap 1, the milk jug. Feels thrifty, it's not. Milk jugs are designed to be disposable. They quickly break down and become brittle, and milk residue is nearly impossible to sanitize fully. Worse, never use containers that have previously held toxic chemicals such as bleach or pesticides. If it held anything but food, it's out. Gap 2, the wrong shelf. The classic move is the garage shelf, right next to the gas can and the weed killer. CDC guidance is the opposite. Keep containers at a cool temperature, 50 to 70 degrees, away from direct sunlight and away from toxic substances such as gasoline or pesticides. Vapors can migrate through plastic over time. Cool, dark, clean, a closet floor beats the garage. Gap 3, set and forget. Water storage isn't a crock pot. Label every container of drinking water with the storage date and put a 6-month rotation reminder on your calendar right now. Undated water is untrusted water, and untrusted water gets poured out exactly when you need it most. Homework. Walk to wherever your water lives today and check it against all 3 gaps. Takes 5 minutes. Now the part nobody talks about, the water you already own. Your home's tap water heater tank, the one feeding your faucets, is a legitimate emergency reserve. Most residential tanks hold roughly 30 to 50 gallons. Water from your toilet tank, the tank, not the bowl, is also usable if it's clear and hasn't been chemically treated. So no blue tablet tanks. Melted ice cubes count too. One hard line: never use water from radiators or boilers in your home heating system. That's plumbing, not drinking water. And when stored water runs out, treatment is the backup. Bring clear water to a rolling boil for 1 minute, 3 minutes above 6,500 feet. No stove? Add 1/8 teaspoon of unscented household bleach per gallon. Stir and let stand for 30 minutes. It should have a slight bleach odor. If not, repeat once. Some of us stacked water in the basement for Y2K and felt silly by February 2000. The method was right. We just quit the rotation. One caveat that matters. Water contaminated with fuel or toxic chemicals cannot be made safe by boiling or disinfection. If you suspect chemicals, find another source. Period. Water's one utility. The other one that fails first is power. And I've got a full video on running your household through a multi-day outage without the Hollywood drama. Links on screen and in the description. The plan in 4 moves. 1. Know your number, 1 gallon per person per day, 14 days if you can. 2. Choose your containers, sealed, store-bought cases, or sanitized, food-grade jugs rotated every 6 months. 3. Close the 3 gaps, no milk jugs, no chemical shelf, no missing dates. 4. Know your hidden reserves and your treatment backup. Tonight's homework, 10 minutes tops. Write your household's gallon number on a sticky note, then count what you actually have. The gap between those 2 numbers is your shopping list. I'm Ernie. This is Prepared Not Paranoid. Build the plan. Skip the panic. Grab the free household audit. Link below.